What the most satisfying case of petty revenge you've seen? I bought my first house in a quiet little cul-de-sac. My lawn was my sanctuary. I spent hundreds of hours making it perfect. Then Mark moved in next door. Mark was the kind of guy who introduced himself by talking about his nonprofit. We rescue and rehome stray animals, he'd say with a pious smile. A real community hero. The problem was his own dog, a huge, untrained beast named Thor, who treated my lawn like his personal toilet. The first time, I was polite. "Hey, Mark, could you make sure Thor doesn't go on my lawn?" He gave me a condescending chuckle. "He's just a dog being a dog, man. It's nature." The piles kept appearing. I started taking pictures, documenting every single one. I sent them to him in a polite email. His response: "A little poop never hurt anyone. You should be more focused on community spirit like my charity work." That was his answer for everything. His fence was falling over onto my property. Community spirit. His trash cans overflowed every week. "I'm too busy saving animals to worry about minor things." I realized he wasn't just lazy, he was arrogant. He believed his public image as a savior of animals made him immune to basic decency. That's when I decided to stop talking to him and start researching. His charity, Paws for Life, was his entire identity and his entire income. I spent a weekend digging through public records. I found every grant application he'd ever submitted. He was getting thousands from local community foundations and national animal welfare groups, all based on his image as a meticulous, caring advocate for animals. So I set a trap. I bought 2 high-quality, motion-activated security cameras, the kind used for wildlife photography, and disguised them in the bushes overlooking my lawn. For the next month, I got a notification every time Thor came onto my property. The camera captured it all, the dog defecating on my prize-winning roses, tearing up the sod, all while Mark was nowhere in sight. But I also captured Mark. In one video, he was screaming at the dog to shut up. In another, he left the dog tied up outside in the pouring rain for over an hour, whimpering by the back door. This wasn't just about my lawn anymore. This was about his hypocrisy. I compiled everything into a neat digital package, a 3-minute video montage set to cheerful elevator music. It started with pictures of my ruined lawn, followed by clips of Thor's neglect, and ended with screenshots of his grant applications where he described his deep personal commitment to animal well-being. I created a new, anonymous email address. I wrote a simple, professional email. "To the grant committee, the attached video contains footage relevant to the conduct of Mark, founder of Paws for Life. We believe it speaks for itself." I sent that email to every single grant organization on my list. For 2 weeks, nothing happened. I thought maybe I'd failed. Then one morning, I saw a van from the county animal welfare department parked in his driveway. A grim-faced woman was talking to him on his porch, gesturing angrily. The next day, a local news blog published an article titled "Local Charity Founder Under Investigation for Animal Neglect and Grant Fraud." The community Facebook page exploded. His public image was incinerated in a matter of hours. He had to surrender the dog to a real rescue organization. The grants were all pulled, every single one, within a month. A for sale sign appeared on his overgrown lawn not long after.